Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to match number 12 here at the fan code DCC X10 Rapid Fire Division 1 at the Sevens Cricket Stadium. It's the third game of a triple header here. Future Mattress will be playing against 11 Ace Cricket. And if you're just joining us, Future Mattress winning the first game, 11 Ace losing the second one, and now the third match. Let's go down for the toss of this encounter.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the sideline of the Dubai 7 Stadium for the fan code DCC X10. It's time for match number 12, and I have the important players alongside me for the toss. We have Bilal Chima, the stand-in captain of Future Mattress. We have umpire Mr. Shiju Sam, our DCC match official. And of course, we have Kunain Abbas, the captain of 11 Ace. It's going to be Bilal to flip the coin for Future Mattress. Tails is the call. It has come down as tails. Kunain, you've won the toss. What have you decided to do in this match?
Yeah, like I said in the previous game, batting first, we would love to bat first and put them under pressure and then come back and then defend it.
And what do you think is a decent target? We've seen 120 in progress right now. It's becoming a bit of a difficult chase.
Yeah, anything above 100 is a little bit of pressure on the other side. So we would love to go past the 100 mark.
Any changes to the playing 11?
No, it's the same 11 we're playing as the previous game.
Best of luck for the game, Kunain.
Thank you.
Bilal भाई, unfortunately toss हार गए, bowling आ गई, लेकिन अगर आप toss जीते फिर क्या करते?
हमारा भी यही प्लान था बॉलिंग का जी.
तो कितना स्कोर आप फिर चेस करना चाहेंगे?
अभी हम इनको अंडर 100 स्ट्रिक करेंगे, तो यही हमारी एक्सपेक्टेशन है.
टीम में कोई तब्दीलियां?
मैं आया हूँ और इमरान आया.
Best of luck for the game, Bilal भाई.
थैंक यू जी, थैंक यू.
Right then, news from the sideline is that 11 Ace have won the toss and they've elected to bat first.
Oh, thank you, Ahmed Khwaja. So there you have it, the news from the centre. And no surprises at all. 11 Ace has elected to bat first after winning the toss. As I welcome Kas Farooq in the comm box with me. Let's quickly have a look at the lineups. Kunain Abbas, Usman Khan, Riaz Khalik, Sagar Kalyan, Rahul Chopra, Khalid Shah, Nasir Aziz, Nilaj Keswani, Shaurya Singh, Ehsan Shahzad and Ahmed Shah. Well, unchanged side from the 11 Ace, just playing a game few minutes back. And they will be batting again, which is not a bad option considering they were batting second. And the Future Matter side, Imran Khan walks in as a new addition. And the rest of the team looks the same. We're a few seconds away from the start. Well, KS 11 Ace will be a bit disappointed from their first encounter with Pacific Group. And can they fight back here?
Yes, Abdul. With the powerhouse batting that they have, they'd be disappointed to have not chased down that target. Usman Khan is due for some runs. He's not had a very good outing in the first couple of games, but that man on your screen, the perfect exponent of the wicket and the way it's behaving. He's bowled brilliantly throughout the games that he's played, and he's going to, again, Umair, he's going to be featuring, in a big way in this event.
Well, guys, let me go one step ahead and say he is the best player you can have in your side in the T10 format. Feels well, bowls well, packs a punch with the bat, intelligent cricketer, pacey deliveries, slower deliveries. He's got everything, Umair Ali Khan.
The thing I like best about him is his celebration. He's got a very unique celebration, along with Rohan as well. I haven't seen a lot of that here, but he's got a very nice celebration.
Well, Rohan Mustafa and Umair Ali Khan are a package deal. If you go into a grocery aisle and you see buy one, get one free, that's Umair Ali Khan and Rohan Mustafa attached to the hip. And they love each other's company. They love playing cricket with each other. And Usman Khan, well, he will have a point to prove. And I'll tell you what, it's usually against the stronger, tougher opposition where this man cuts loose. So expect some fireworks here. Future Mattress, one of the top clubs here in the UAE. And Usman Khan will want to make his mark in this fan code DCC X10.
Well, that's very well fielded, and Usman Khan's off the mark.
That was Ikram Johra at point along with Matiullah Khan. Interesting to see a fast bowler inside the circle on the offside. Sagar Kalyan will come on strike. He had an off match. Goes inside out, over, cover. There is a fielder there, no. It was a safe shot. He didn't connect it well, but he knew what he was doing with that mid-off fielder in the circle. Gets a boundary.
Yes, he was beaten in or lack of pace, but the good thing about him was that he followed through. It was a one-handed shot nevertheless, but he was able to pack enough power in it to get it over the infield.
We've seen a lot of one-handed shots in international cricket. Certain Rishabh Pant comes to mind. And Sagar Kalyan, as you said, went through with the shot.
And Sagar, 90 runs in the 2 games that he's played. He's batted well, and he's hit that towards the deep long on boundary for another 4.
This time, erring in line, Umair Ali Khan, slightly straighter. And Sagar Kalyan has picked it up nicely. This will give them confidence, the 11 ace. They need to get 120, 130 on the board against this batting lineup.
And he started off well, trying to make up for the earlier game where he got out on the second ball that he faced. It was a rash shot, but again, in this format, every ball counts. So it's good to see Sagar Kalyan off to a fast start. They're going to be happy with the first 3 balls.
Again, width given, cut hard through the legs of Ikram Johra. Matiullah Khan chases it down. And they run to Umair Ali Khan, very upset, and rightly so. The only fielder who's allowed to misfield on his bowling is Rohan Mustafa. Ashwin Valtappa standing at short third man. Eleven of the first 4 deliveries. A good start for 11 ace. Go straight. This time hit very hard for another boundary. Sagar Kalyan is back in the groove.
That's very well hit. He's a very good timer of the ball. We saw that in the first game that he played. So, they're going to bank on him. 11 ace are going to count on him to get those quick runs in the power play, and we also know that he's got the ability to get runs in the latter half of the inning as well.
This time goes to the leg side, hit very hard, is racing away for another boundary. This is a big over, a massive over, in fact, 19 of it. What a start for the 11 ace. (19) to start proceedings, and Rohan Mustafa has taken the ball, coming into bowl the second over.
And that's been hit towards the point region. Well fielded by Wasi Shah. He's had a brilliant day overall.
Yeah, they're making the change. Taken Ikram Johra out of that point field and put in their best fielder, Haider Wasi Shah. In the air and taken. Asif Ayad doesn't make a mistake. And Sagar Kalyan has perished. What a wicket. Rohan Mustafa with the master stroke.
And Rohan, the man, Kamat Diyar, Kamat the man, he took the responsibility upon himself. A nothing short really from Sagar Kalyan. And he timed it very well. He was just unfortunate that it landed safe in Asif's hand. And Sagar is walking back to the pavilion for 18 of 6 balls. 11 ace at 20 for 1.
लेफ्ट या एक स्क्वायर रहेगा एक मिड विकेट रहेगा टक्कर के लोग मिले हैं तो मैं टक्कर के कप्तान और अराउंड करूंगा
Well, as Kes Farooq said, cometh the hour, cometh the man, and the captain taking on the responsibility of getting the wickets. Second delivery, strikes and gets the big man, Sagar Kalyan. Khalid Shah walks in. He's had a poor tournament so far, according to his high standards.
Yeah, both Khalid and Usman are due for a few runs for their team. As Rohan bowls a ranked full toss that's been hit towards the mid-off region. Khalid's looking at the square leg umpire, pleading with him to give a no ball, but you're out of luck, my friend.
Well, first delivery, you get a full toss. If you can't deposit that, nobody else to blame. That's the way you treat a full toss. It's in the air. And it's a fielder underneath it. Can you believe it? Well, we thought he had middled it. Rohan Mustafa bowling full tosses which are unplayable. Big wicket, Usman Khan departs.
Well. Fortune favors the brave, and Rohan, he can do nothing wrong. That's Rohan Mustafa for you. He's one of the most electric players in the team. He'll bat for you, bowl, field. He somehow finds a way to perform for the team.
I'll tell you, if any other bowler had bowled that delivery, he would have gotten an earful from Rohan Mustafa. Usman Khan walks back for just 2 runs, 11 ace. After that brilliant start, a tottering at 21 for 2. Rahan Chopra sent in at number 4. First delivery, yoked him.
easy
Bilal Cheema, the keeper. He's already injured his leg once. And he seems to be in a bit of bother, Bilal.
He's actually yorked Bilal Cheema and not Rahul.
Very well said there, Kes. Yep, that yorker getting Bilal Cheema on his leg. And a big dive to save that run out. Khalid Shah hits it straight. Good timing and placement. Gets a boundary. Interesting over. 2 wickets in it and the 6 runs. 11 ace, 26 for 2 at the end of 2 overs.
चौध 120 की बॉल रहा आगे लग गई बहुत तेज बॉल थी डायरेक्ट नहीं लगी टप्पा लगा नहीं मतलब लग ओके सर चली जा 2 के लिए रेडी रहना यार
Mohammad Azhar has been introduced into the attack by Rohan for the 3rd over of the innings, and 11 Ace have had a brisk start. They're going at 13 and over, but their only bone of contention now is that they've lost their 2 premier batsmen.
Yeah, that wicket of Usman Khan will dent that scoring rate. If you want to get 120, 130 against this bowling lineup, you need somebody like Usman Khan to click. Rahul Chopra gets a single. Zair Khan cleaning up. These two batsmen can score quickly as well. They need to bat till the 6th or 7th over together and put up a partnership. Get to that 70 mark, 80 mark at least.
And that's the name of the game right now, Abdul. Like you rightly said, partnership. They need to build a partnership, and they're off to a flyer. So without losing too much momentum, and that's the challenge for both batsmen. They can't lose momentum, but they need to build the partnership.
A short delivery, hit straight. No timing on it this time. Just a single. Mohammad Azhar as well. A decorated player here in the UAE domestic circuit. He's taken bucket loads of wickets. Solid with the bat as well. Very experienced. One of the best left-handed spinners you would see. Rahul Chopra takes out the sweep shot. We haven't seen a lot of those, Kes.
Yeah, it's not a shot that has been played a lot by the batsman over here. The intention that the tendency again with the T10 game has been that we're either going to go for cow corner or we're going to go straight. But the sweep shot is a fairly difficult shot to pull off, and it needs to be executed perfectly. As Khalid Shah has lobbed one up in the air and he is gone.
Well, the future Mattress plan is very simple. Don't pitch the ball and you'll get the wicket. Another low full toss, guided right into the hands of the fielder. This 11 ace batting is falling apart. Look at that. It was a full toss.
Khalid Shah, what were you doing? That was a nothing shot. Oh, he tried to paddle it over that short fine leg. It looked like catching practice. And Khalid's walking back to the pavilion. Another failed inning for him. 6 of 4 deliveries with 11 ace, now in deep trouble at 29 for 3.
New batsman walking in, Shaurya Singh. And he will have quite a bit of time in the middle. Just the 2 innings, 16 runs for him. What a platform. Cut and cut hard. There is a fielder, a deep extra. But just a single.
Yes, Shaurya is going to relish the opportunity to get a longer stint at the crease. In both the innings he's played, he's come in at the latter half with a lot required in terms of the aggression. So he should enjoy this. As Rahul just plays one gently towards cover, Umair's cleaned it up, and 11 ace are 30 for 3 at the end of 3 overs.
Well, looking at that batting card, not a lot of batting to come. Kunain failed in the first game. Nilanj got a few runs. But I don't see any batsman that can score 30 off 15 deliveries and get them to that 100-run mark. Anything less than that, well, it'll take some exceptional bowling to defend that total. Well, new addition to this future Mattress side. And I say new addition just for this game. Imran Khan has been playing for this team for a very long time. He's a fast bowler. And Bilal Chima is coming up to the stumps. Must have lost a few yards since we last saw him play. Shaurya plays straight down the ground. Just a single.
You know, a funny story from our games at Vision yesterday. It was the Expendables game, and I was commenting, and I saw the wicketkeeper come up, and I said they've put on a spinner, but what I did not realize that it was Fahad Al Hashmi, and I had to just take my words back because obviously it's Fahad and.
A quick delivery. Short ball cut hard. There was a chance of a run out. They're asking for the third umpire. Good fielding again. Haider Wasi Shah. He's everywhere.
Oh, he looks a little concerned. And that was good fielding from, again, Haider Wasi Shah. A brilliant day in the field overall for him.
Yeah, on the bounce. Perfect height to collect. It's going to be very close. It's a couple of frames here. Oh. Well, I've been warned not to say anything anymore. So I'm just going to keep my mouth shut and say, I'm glad I'm not the third umpire.
I agree. I agree. This is a very, very difficult decision.
It was the two of us in the comm box when we called it out yesterday and it was given as not out. So we learned our lesson.
We'll let the experts decide this one, Abdul.
It's one frame. There you can see the bales are still in the groove. And then the next frame, they're dislodged, but he's in. Benefit of the doubt goes to the batsman usually. Let's see the decision. He's given him. He has given him. Rahul Chopra is walking out. Good fielding and good keeping as well from Bilal to take the stumps off in a flash. 11 ace in a lot of trouble now at 31 for 4.
In walks Kunain Abbas with 11 ace, tottering at 31 for 4. And what a piece of fielding by Haider Wasi Shah. These are the minor things in a 10-over game that can create the difference between a win or a loss.
Oh, Kunain Abbas, the captain, had a torrid time so far. Very lucky to survive that. Inside edge onto the boots. Oh, some showboating there. Give him the yellow card. Haider Wasi Shah, behave yourself.
Well, he's trying to show us that it's not just his fielding and his batting skills. He's a good footballer as well. But he's enjoying himself. That's the good part of it. Young cricketers enjoying themselves is an absolute treat to watch.
Oh, Shaurya Singh goes straight and into the hands of Rohan Mustafa. 11 ace. Folding like a pack of cards here. They have no more aces left up their sleeves. I had to get that in. 32 for 6 now. $32 for 5, beg your pardon. Shaurya Singh has to walk back. And a lot of trouble now, 11 ace.
Yeah, let's go. 2 balls to go. Ball number 5.
Ehsan Shahzad walks in. Fast bowler by trade. Can he get some runs for the team? Imran Khan, what an addition to the side. Wicket to his name already. Just the 3 runs in the over.
Well,
Kunain Abbas under a lot of pressure.
I have to say, Abdul, I was not sure what Shaurya was trying to do. You've realized that your team is 33 for 4. You're only in the fourth over, and that was a nothing shot really.
Oh, hit straight. Good looking shot that. We'll get a single. Kunain Abbas. 11 ace. 34 for 5 at the end of 4 overs. Imran Khan with a brilliant over. 4 runs off it with a wicket. Those are the wickets to fall. The captain bringing himself on, picking up not 1 but 2 wickets. Off a full toss, Usman Khan. Unbelievable. And then it was Azhar picking up another wicket off a full toss. Seems to be the most dangerous bowl in this fan code DCC X10.
Azhar comes back to finish off his spell. He's bowled a very good over. 4 runs for a wicket. First ball, Kunain's played that towards the deep extra cover fielder. Ikram has cleaned it up. They've run through for a couple.
Good looking shot that. Kunain Abbas looks like a solid technical batsman. A tall lad as well. Down the leg side, given his wide. Good keeping there from Bilal. Almost a year back when he injured his knee, had to be carried off the field. Bilal, so good to see him back behind the stumps. Almost lost his kneecap thanks to the Yorker from Rohan Mustafa.
Yeah, he's a good solid bat, and we've said this for the entire top order of 11 A's, but again, Kunain Abbas is due for some runs. Oh, that's very well played. Played that late towards the short third man fielder. They've run through for a single, and Azhar is bowling a very, very tidy spell.
It's so difficult to get away. Azhar, when he's in the groove, brings the ball in at pace and turns the ball away. There, bowled him. Well, he's asking the umpire, you don't need to do that when you've disturbed the furniture. And Ehsan Shahzad had no clue how to play that ball. 11 ace are now 38 for 6. And we're only at the halfway stage. In swinger, perfect.
That was beautifully bowled by Azhar. The experience shows in the way he bowls, and he's managed to get Ehsan Shahzad right through the gate.
middle. Middle. Thank you.
Nilanj Keswani comes into bat. An interesting fact, he has also played for Future Mattress.
Circle se Imran. Catch.
Oh, in the air. Almost a cotton ball opportunity. Left hand spinner to left hand spinner. As Ahmed Khwaja says, a game within a game.
Yeah, it's a pressure situation to be in. 39, practically nothing on the board with more than half your side gone. It's a pressure situation for both Kunain and Nilanj.
Gives himself room. Goes inside out. Will just be a single. At the halfway stage, 11 ace, 40 for 6. And there'll be a change in the com box. Shoaib Ahmed and Ahmed Khwaja will come in to take you to the end of the innings.
Left arm वो bowler change. इधर आओ मिलान. मिलान किधर है?
Thank you very much, Abdurrahman and Kes Farooq. 40 for 6 at the halfway stage, 11 ace. And it's the captain battling out there. Kunain Abbas looking for some runs. Mohammad Uzair Khan, a left arm pacer being introduced into the attack. Nicely clipped away behind square. And they're pushing for 2 and they'll make it in time. Welcome to the com box, Shoaib Ahmed.
Thank you, Ahmed Khwaja. Well, I should be the one welcoming you. Your first day here at the fan code DCC X10. And how has the experience been so far?
Absolutely brilliant. Exciting cricket. Plenty of 4s and 6s. It's been fun to watch. Oh, it's a top edge over the keeper. Hit the bat handle there. Surprised Kunain. And this could be a run out. Well, very, very close indeed. Bilal Chima, the wicket keeper, he should have done better there, Shoaib, I reckon.
Yes, that was hit. I think that first of all, good cricket overall. Uzair starting with that short delivery, very sharp. Getting the top half, the top bat handle, as you mentioned. Did not anticipate Bilal Chima and hence just couldn't get there in time. In fact, what has resulted is that they've got 2 runs back to back. So first 2 deliveries, 4 runs.
Yeah, it really hits the seam from that angle. Usually we see left arm pacers. They try to swing the ball, pitch it up. But Uzair bowls that heavy ball, pounds it into the pitch. And in consultation with Rohan Mustafa, making sure the fielders are in the right place. Well, where do 11 ace go from here, Shoaib? What do you think is a decent target that they could perhaps defend?
Well, defending will be a little difficult from here on. If they can get to a decent total, and when we say decent in the context of the game, around 80, 85, if they can get to that score, they might just feel that the bowlers could pull off something special. But that is also going to be well below par, because looking at the previous matches, the 2 games that we have witnessed so far, 110, 120, seems to be a par score on this wicket.
Yeah, you need to get into triple figures at the very least. Nilanj, he's a plucky character. He'll apply himself at the wicket. Once again, dug into the pitch. I don't think both of these batters really enjoy that length. They like to just plonk that front foot forward. But Uzair very smartly bang it in short.
That's his stock ball. It's his. It's the ball that can and that has given him a lot of wickets. I would want him to bowl a little fuller. As a left-arm bowler, you can get that movement in the air and target the stumps.
Well, I know exactly why you're saying that. You're a bit of a left-arm slinger-malinga yourself. Just check out Shoaib Ahmed's Instagram. You'll see some cracking Yorkers.
Thank you, Ahmed, for that segue.
Absolutely. Oh, that was a pacey delivery. How has that not cleaned him up? An embarrassed smile on the face of Conan Abbas. That was a snorter of a delivery.
Very well bowled. Just look at that length. That is the length I was talking about. Very close to that off stump. Beaten all ends up. Conan Abbas and even Bilal Chima has enjoyed that delivery.
Oh, absolutely. My co-commentator's eyes just lit up seeing that one. Full, quick and straight. Brilliant over so far from Uzair. He's been a wonderful signing for future Mattress. He's been winning the matches all across the UAE. Oh, he's hidden in the air, just dropping in front of the mid-on. Was not in control of that pull shot at all, Conan Abbas. Very lucky to still be there.
Well, yes, absolutely. Dot ball to end the over. Exceptional over from Uzair. 6 overs have been bowled. 46 for 6 is the score.
Well, all 5 bowlers used so far by future Mattress have been on the money, except for Umair Ali Khan. He got hammered in his first over. Rohan Mustafa 2 for 6. Outstanding first over. Mohammad is a very experienced left-arm spinner. 2 for 10 on the day. Imran Khan 1 for 4. So they're looking in fine fettle. Rohan Mustafa mixing up his resources. And Umair Ali Khan reintroduced into the attack. Let's see if Nilansh Keswani tries to counter-attack. Around the wicket. Once again using the change of pace, mixing it up nicely. He's denying them any opportunity to get soft boundaries off him. Very good with those off-cutters. His leg cutter especially is very hard to pick. Very deceptive. And Rohan Mustafa really relies on his ace all-rounder. Powered down the ground. Long on will be in business. Only dealing in ones for now.
Yes, that seems to be the plan. Conan Abbas and Nilansh Keswani, they can't afford to lose any more wickets, at least not until the 9th over of the game. So whatever runs they can get will just be accepted by 11 ace. They just need to make sure that they try and build and stitch a partnership here.
Yeah, they are in very serious danger of being bowled out in 10 overs. That would be quite embarrassing. So just looking to build a partnership together. Conan, he's a big lad. He has that big hitting ability. Just needs to bat the overs. He needs somebody to support him. Wideish long on this time. Will they push for 2? No, Matiullah Khan moves swiftly. 50 up for 11 ace. And it's come at a significant cost to him.
Yes, that's right. I think just not being able to click, especially the top order bat of 11 ace. The batters haven't performed. This has been the second consecutive time they have struggled right at the top. Nicely played towards long on. Will only be a single. So yes, they need somebody now to just try and take the innings deep, get to the 8th or 9th over, and then try to hit those big shots.
And they've got so many big names in their batting lineup. Rahul Chopra, Sagar Kalyan, Khalid Shah, Usman Khan. Regular, consistent run getters in the UAE domestic scene. So they will feel disappointed this time. Carved behind point. Should be at least 2 big square boundaries. So another steady over from Umair Ali Khan to conclude his spell. 53 for 6 at the end of 7.
receiver, don't come up. Hey, I come around. अंदर scoop मारेगा.
Rohan Mustafa, outside edge, gonna drop in front of the short third. Mohammad Ikram Johra. Well, he's got a 2 for on the day of full tosses. Let's see if he can add to that tally. 11 ace, not really going anywhere, Shoaib.
Yes, that's right. 11 ace are in all sorts of trouble. They have not been able to bat. They've got a good bowling unit, but the batters haven't turned up for the matches. This one just chipped towards the long on. Kunan Abbas, he's playing at a runner ball almost, and very unusual in a shorter format like this.
Yeah, he's really struggling for form out there. I saw him early in the season. Was looking a very, very fluid, accomplished bat. On the up this time from Nilansh Keswani. And Future Mattress and their bowlers. This is their second match of the day on this pitch. And I think they know how to bowl on it, how to trouble the batters.
Yes, they've made proper use of the conditions to their advantage. Rohan Mustafa, he's a smart captain. This one has been played towards extra cover, too easy. Imran does well, showing us some football skills, but he can't stop them from taking 2 runs.
Getting ready for Qatar 2022, starting on the 20th of this month. Some fancy footwork there. I'm sure we'll see a lot better in about 3 weeks' time.
Oh, absolutely. I think this last quarter of this year has got so much of sports, football, cricket, with the World Cup currently going on in Australia. So yes, if you're a sport lover, this is just the best time.
Absolutely. And the Middle East seems to be the center point of it all. Recently had the Asia Cup. Now we have our own domestic season in full flow with the fan code DCC X10 kicking off as well in the winter months. Then we have the World Cup in Qatar. What an event that's going to be. Excellent spell from Rohan Mustafa comes to an end. 2 for 13 on the night. 60 for 6. Well, not much batting to come after this. Nasir Aziz perhaps can be relied on for some runs. Not sure about Ahmad Shah and Riaz Khaliq's abilities with the willow in hand. Can they get up to 85 like Shoaib mentioned? 25 of the last 2. They need Kunan Abbas or Nilansh to really counter-attack now.
So Kolata played against Future Mattress and they defended 95 runs. So if they can get anywhere close to that 11 ace, they might just have an outside chance to defend it. We know cricket is a funny game. We know it's a great leveler. We know that you can't get complacent in this sport.
Absolutely, one big over can completely change the momentum of a game. Mohammad Uzair Khan only gone for 6 in his first, bowling the penultimate over. Nilansh Keswani is surveying the leg side field, perhaps trying to target that mid-wicket region, or maybe paddle the ball behind. Usually have fine leg in the ring.
Well, I think it's going to be a short ball, and that's why he's anticipating playing it towards the cow corner. Looking at his previous over, we feel that Uzair will use that length, that hard length we were talking about, and then might just get one close to the stumps.
Yeah, let's see what happens then. Here we go. Yorker length, outside edge, but there's a deep third in place. That's excellent field placing.
Yes, he's bowling to his plan. Uzair gets that one right at the top, very close to Nilansh Keswani, who was anticipating a short ball.
Well, it's now or never for Kunan Abbas, the skipper. 19 of 17. He's spent plenty of time at the crease now in the context of a 10-over game. He's a big lad. Use those long levers to full effect. Let's see if he can add some quick runs. Mohammad Uzair has been absolutely on the money tonight. Around the wicket. Oh, beautiful Yorker. Well, there's nothing you can do with that one, Shoaib.
Absolutely. Inch perfect Yorker from Uzair coming around the wicket. You would have liked it to finish on the stumps, but I think it's a good ball nevertheless. A dot ball.
Really hitting his straps. Wonderful bowling. Short ball has been belted over mid-on. And that was the risk you take with that fielder up. A priceless boundary for 11 ace.
Yes, he's been trying to make room for himself, even on the previous delivery, even on this occasion. This time, he gets that length and he slaps that over long on for 4.
Well, it's slightly strange to have the mid-on up in the 9th over of the game. It's a gamble that didn't quite pay off. It's the only boundary he's conceded. But is it a no ball? No, pardon me. It's the power play. Just taking a single to mid off there. So that makes a lot of sense. Shoaib Ahmed, being a left-arm pacer himself, recognized the field. So the optional power play saved right till the end.
Yeah, I think they were just losing wickets and they never had the opportunity to use that power play to their advantage. The 9th over, if not taken, becomes the floating power play, and hence you can see only 2 fielders outside on the boundary ropes. There's a square leg and a long on.
Drilled through extra cover this time. Just about finds the gap there. Nilansh Keswani. And that's another useful 4 runs tacked on to the score.
Well, every run from here on is just bonus for 11 ace. Yes, they've managed to get that partnership going, but the runs haven't come as fluently as they would have liked. This is an important boundary coming in from the bat of Nilansh Keswani. And as you mentioned, that placement was absolutely perfect. A lot of intent in that, and he's got 4 runs.
Yeah, he's a good lad to have on your side. Coming in at number 8, number 9. Gives you 2 excellent overs of left-arm spin. And a handy batter. Can get you those quick boundaries. Oh, this time, trying 1 shot too many. Cry of anguish. But that will conclude a pretty decent over. Walked way across his stumps and missed it by a mile. 70 for 6. So it's going to be Imran Khan to bowl the final over of the innings. Can he keep it down to about 10 to 12 runs? I don't think Rohan Mustafa wants anything more. But Kunan Abbas, he's got a boundary to his name from the previous over. Now the field is spread. Can he clear the boundary rope?
I'll tell you what, Ahmed Khwaja, if they had any opportunity, it is this one. This is the time for them to accelerate against Imran.
Keeper up. Outside edge. And there's nobody at deep third. A streaky boundary, but they'll take it.
Absolutely, 4 runs on the very first ball. They'll take it happily. And that'll be a good start to the over. Now they'll be eyeing at least 20 runs in this over. And no disrespect to Imran, but I think they might just get to that total because Imran, we know, has been exceptional a few years back, but right now he's just at the ideal pace that Kunan would be wanting to face in the last over.
5 deliveries to go. Early boundary in the over. Oh, length, but it's gone straight up. Who's going to take it? Deep mid-wicket settling. It plugs and lands. Matiullah, he didn't attack the ball. And they've only taken 1 run. That's disappointing for 11 ace.
Well, that's poor running. Absolutely poor running. It's not as if they're playing in a packed stadium where they can't hear each other calling for that second run. They should have taken that second run. But that's a good ball. Very good ball from Imran. Just the length. And couldn't connect it well, Kunain Abbas.
Yeah, he really should have done more with that. It was hittable for sure. Around the wicket to Nilansh. He's picked that slower delivery and belted it over extra. Ashwant Valtappa will clean it up. And they'll pick up 2. Well, I don't really see that desperation in the running between the wickets here, Shoaib.
Yes, you're right. They are not trying to put pressure on the fielder. They knew that it was 2 and they always were comfortable taking those 2 runs.
3 balls to go. How many can they accrue here? Attacks the ball. Goes straight. Are they going to push for 2 here? Just 1. Once again, they're leaving runs on the table here, Shoaib.
Well, to be honest, I think this is a better idea. Kunain needs to face the remainder of the over. 2 more deliveries to go. And I think Kunain has a better chance of clearing the ropes. So they might be looking for those big hits in the coming 2 deliveries.
Yeah, the length has not been on the money here from Imran. He's gotten away with a couple. This time he's connected. That's the full Monty. Over mid-wicket for 6.
What a great hit that was. Absolutely brilliant. Waited for that delivery. It was a length delivery and Kunain Abbas has hit it right from the meat of the bat, and the sound of it, well, was music to our ears. 6 runs.
That's a big blow. Expensive over. Already gone for about 14 runs. Can they put the icing on the cake here with another maximum? 35 of 23 for the captain of 11 ace. Let's see if Imran Khan can deliver under fire. Full toss, hit towards mid-wicket. Straight to the fielder. They're going to push for 2 on the throw. And Kunain will be run out by a mile. So 85 for 7 at the end of the allotted 10 overs. Decent effort by Kunain Abbas and Nilansh Keswani to add some form of respectability to the score.
Yes, that was a low full toss. Played it towards the cow corner. It was never 2 runs. You can't challenge the arm of Matiullah. And there was a sharp throw right on the top of the stumps, and Bilal Chima does the rest. Good over in the context of the game for 11 ace. They finish off well. The last over was the most expensive over of the innings. And they end at 85 as we predicted.
Yeah, something to defend, but clearly under par. The 11 ace bowlers will have to do something miraculous to defend the score. Let's take a look at the scorecard then. It was a no-show from the batting top order once again. Usman Khan falling for a single-digit score. Khalid Shah couldn't get going. Sagar Kalyan took some runs off the first over of Umair Ali Khan, 18 off 6, but then lost his wicket to a very soft dismissal. And then it was Kunain Abbas, 36 off 24, alongside Nilansh Keswani, who gave them some support. Only 2 extras. Very disciplined bowling from future Mattress.
Absolutely. They took wickets just at the right time. Amongst the wickets was Rohan Mustafa taking 2. Mohammad Azhar getting 2 wickets as well. And a wicket for Imran Khan. 2 extras in that innings, and 85 is what they managed to get.
Well, let's take a look at the highlights then. It was the first over that was looted for plenty by Sagar Kalyan. Counter-attacked Umair Ali Khan very effectively. Beautiful pickup shot on the leg side. Anytime Umair missed his length, he was slammed down the ground for 4 or 6. This was a bit of a hoik on the leg side behind square leg. And then Rohan Mustafa came into the attack. And full tosses were producing wickets for him. Soft dismissal towards extra. Usman Khan could have smashed that anywhere. Instead, smashed it straight to deep mid-wicket. Mohammad Azhar, another fortunate dismissal. Khalid Shah trying to paddle that around the corner. And then this was a very silly run out, costing Rahul Chopra his wicket. This was another catch straight down the throat of long on. Ahsan Shehzad was cleaned up. And then it was Nilansh Keswani and Kunain Abbas who provided some stubborn resistance down the order. That last over being carted for plenty. And this was the final run out. Kunain Abbas pushing for that 2 that was never really there. And Bilal Chima did the rest. So 86 runs is the target for future Mattress. Required run rate of 8.6. We'll take a short break and be right back for the run chase at the fan code DCC X10. Stay tuned. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the 7th Stadium here in Dubai. It's match number 12 of the fan code DCC X10 First Division. Future Mattress taking on 11 Ace, and news from the center is that 11 Ace batting first could only manage a score of 85 thanks to their captain Kunayan Abbas, 36 of 24, and Nilansh Keswani, 16 of 13. Sagar Kalyan, the only other batter of note to make a sizable score. So it should be a relatively straightforward run chase for a powerhouse side like Future Mattress. Very good bowling performance. Rohan Mustafa, Mohammad Azhar with 2 wickets each. Imran Khan getting the 5th wicket. And there were 2 run-outs as well. Very tragic indeed for the men in blue. And you can see from the fall of wickets, they were 31 for 4 at one stage. So to recover to 85, a decent job done by Kunayan Abbas and Nilansh Keswani. Now it's over to the 11 Ace bowlers to defend this score. So the openers out there for Future Mattress are Rohan Mustafa, the skipper, and Ashwant Valthappa. And opening the innings in the commentary box alongside me, it's going to be Shoaib Ahmed. Good evening, Shoaib. Welcome back.
Thank you and good evening, Ahmed Khwaja. Yes, 86 runs. They will feel that they've got this game by the collar and would want to finish this off as soon as possible. But it's a double-edged sword. Rohan Mustafa, 3 matches, 31 runs. A strike rate of 147, a best of 27. And I say double-edged sword because sometimes you're not sure whether you need to go the aerial route, you need to take the aggressive route, or be a little cautious and try and take the game deep. And that is where the downfall usually starts. Nasir Aziz will be starting the over, and the first over for 11 Ace. 2 matches. This is his second.
Yeah, interesting. He's bowling with the new seed in the power play. So perhaps the matchup favors the right arm off spinner. Ringfield on the offside. This is a straight fielder. And of course the square leg. Umpire says play to commence, and here we go. Attempted Yorker dug out, and they'll scamper for 1. If you're going to open the innings alongside Rohan Mustafa, you have to run hard between the wickets. Ashwant Valthappa.
Yes, and he does run hard between the wickets. Young legs, young talent coming through the ranks of school cricket, domestic cricket, age group cricket. And now he's making a mark at the domestic level as well. Left-handed bat, Ashwant Valthappa.
You can see he's donning that UAE helmet. So he's certainly been amongst the national team whispers. That one fired down the leg side. Well, extras is one thing you absolutely cannot afford to give away.
So true. Couldn't agree more on that, Ahmed. You can't be bowling that. You can't be bowling those extras. It's never fruitful. And especially when you have a low target on the board, it becomes even more criminal to be bowling those extras. In the slot, that's gone. Beautiful hit from Rohan Mustafa. He's actually just smacked that straight down the ground towards long on for 6.
Well, he threw the kitchen sink and the garage door at that one. That's a huge hit. Nasir Aziz in the slot, and it had to be dispatched. So Ronnie is on the move. Top 10 T20I all-rounder in the world rankings. And you can see why. He's a champion. And Nasir Aziz is immediately under the cosh. Steps out and bowled him. Well, 2 former UAE teammates, and one gets the other. First for 6, and then he's been cleaned up. A big wicket goes down for Future Mattress.
What a great way to come back from Nasir Aziz. Yes, he was hit for a 6, but then he has the last laugh. Look at that. The in-swinging delivery, the arm ball hitting the leg stump, and Rohan Mustafa, he knows that he has just dropped a very good chance of scoring some important runs for his side and for himself. Walks back after scoring 7 of 3. Future Mattress 9 for 1.
So 11 Ace have got the early scalp they needed. That too, the biggest fish of them all, Rohan Mustafa.
Next, sir.
So it will be
Middle.
over to the youngsters. Let's see what Ashwant can do in this situation. And Bilal Chima inducted into the side for this game. He's making a comeback into the UAE domestic scene. Only 6 runs to his name before this. Oh, that looks mighty plumb, and it's been given. Drama at the 7th Stadium in Dubai. Nasir Aziz is on a hat-trick.
Again, that swing in the air from Nasir Aziz. He is such an experienced campaigner, and no wonder they've started off with him. Desperate times, and the champion has just risen to the occasion. Bilal Chima, well, that was as plumb as it can get, and no fuss in giving that decision for the umpire. Second wicket down, Bilal Chima out for a duck. The game is getting interesting. 9 for 2.
Well, could we see another magic moment here at the fan code DCC X10? Nasir Aziz on a hat-trick, and they've sent out the previous Player of the Match award winner, Syed Haider Wasisha, coming off a 48. But every innings is a new one, Shoaib, and he will be feeling the heat from Nasir Aziz.
Especially it's a hat-trick ball, Ahmed, so hat-trick ball, definitely some pressure. But the kind of form Haider Wasisha is in, again, this is going to be an exciting battle.
Well then, Nasir Aziz, the old wily fox. Can he do it? He certainly has the ability. He certainly has the experience. Syed Haider Wasisha, can you hold your nerve? 9 for 2. What a turnaround in this match. It's become a thriller all of a sudden in just a matter of 2 deliveries. Here we go. Slip in place. Oh, down the leg side is going to be a wide. A bit of an anti-climax. But technically, Shoaib, it could still be a hat-trick.
Oh, absolutely. He's still on a hat-trick. Just a little too excited on that occasion, Nasir Aziz.
Here we go. Oh, inside edge onto the pad. How close was that? Well, Syed Haider Wasisha, you're a lucky chappy. That could have easily been chopped onto the sticks.
Yes, and had that not hit the bat, I think that was just going to crash either on the pads or onto the stumps. Look at that. That could have been disaster for Syed Haider Wasisha. Yes, he's got some bat on it, and he survives to live another day.
Experienced umpires out there, Razik and Sunij. They didn't bow to the pressure of the moment. Oh, caught and bowled. Has he got him? No, it's dropped in front. Goodness me, what an over from Nasir Aziz. Absolutely brilliant. Future Mattress are rocking here. 10 for 2. Well, let's take a look. How close was this leading edge? Just died in front of him. Brilliant effort, Nasir Aziz. Absolutely brilliant first over. What a sensational start to the second innings. Nilansh Keswani is going to be sharing the new ball with Nasir Aziz. Excellent economy rate. And he can make that ball misbehave as well. It's two very young batters at the crease, Wasisha and Ashwant. And even though it's a target of 86, the pressure and that limelight, not everybody can perform in those situations, Shoaib. It'll be a test of the temperament of these two young lads.
Absolutely. I think there's a pressure off that scoreboard on. the bowler Nilanj Keswani, and the pressure on Ashwant Valthapa is to perform and become a hero for his side, chasing this modest total of 86. So the pressure is both ways, and on both sides, here we go.
Creating room. Misfield at mid-off. Rahul Chopra. Well, he's another wicket-keeping option who's in the outfield. Thankfully, they did not take a run there. They must be very cautious indeed. They just want to play assured shots in the gap. No need for quick singles that could get you in trouble. Square leg is in the circle. A long on and deep mid-wicket. And that's where Valthappa goes. He's hammered it. Excellent fielding there. Riaz Khalik. He's a spark plug in the outfield.
It's just the right fielders at the right place for 11 ace. Riaz Khalik at that mid-wicket region has made sure that the ball doesn't cross the ropes now. This is going to be interesting. Nilanj Keswani versus Syed Haider Wasi Shah. Two men who are absolutely at the peak of their form. But what I feel is a little disadvantage for Nilanj is that he's not been able to get that movement in the air so far. In the previous game as well, and whatever we've seen in this innings, the two balls that he has bowled, we haven't seen a lot of movement.
Ringfield on the offside then. And he goes over the top, trying to release the pressure, and it's paid off. It was a chancy shot, but he played with the percentages. Boundary for Wasi.
That was again outside off, and Syed Haider Wasi Shah, he fancies the ball to be bowled anywhere outside that off stump, making sure that he clears the infield, playing it over the cover fielder, and the ball crosses the ropes in no time.
Yeah, just a hint of width there from Nilanj. Didn't get that inducker like you mentioned. No drift in the air. Oh, steps out and covered the swing well. Takes a safe single down the ground.
This is good batting from Syed Haider Wasi Shah, and again, this is a sign of how good of a form he is in. He's been middling every ball, except for that hat-trick ball where he got an edge and survived. But other than that, I think he's been playing exceptionally well.
Most certainly. Been consistent with his big scores. Ashwant goes towards mid-wicket once again. And has that been kept in by Khalid Shah? I think he's done a decent job there. They'll scamper for 2.
It's good running between the wickets. They will be happy to take those singles and convert them into doubles. That was the shot that he played towards the long on fielder. Good effort, making sure the ball is inside the ropes.
Chance for a run out here. Oh, Wasi, well, he took the long way across, but he's made it in time. Eventful over comes to an end. 9 off it. 19 for 2. Well, it's going to be very difficult to take the ball out of Nasir Aziz's hands. 2 wickets in the first over. Was on a hat-trick. Can he pry out another one here? Really set the cat among the pigeons. This was that hat-trick. First, Ron Mustafa cleaned up. And then an outswinger from middle stump. Completely played all around it. Bilal Chima gone for a golden duck. And this was the hat-trick ball. Oh, no, this was the cotton ball opportunity. This time drilled to wideish long on. Only going to be 1. So the battle resumes between Wasi and Nasir Aziz.
Yes, I think it's a good plan and a good ploy from Kunain Abbas to continue. That was the catch on that last ball. Had that been taken, of course, it was a difficult chance. Just died in front of him.
Yeah, wholehearted effort as always from Nasir Aziz. Fast hands through the ball. Lofting it over extra. What timing from Wasi Shah.
Brilliantly hit, just using his hands and Great hand-eye coordination. Immediately there's a small meeting between the keeper, Usman, and the experienced Nasir Aziz. That was way outside off, and I think the message is clear. Do not, and I repeat, do not bowl outside off to Syed Haider Wasi Shah. Try and aim at the stumps every time.
Beautiful wrist work on that one. Created that shot so effortlessly. This time that outswinger clipped through mid-wicket. Khalid Shah manning the fence. So Wasi has kicked into gear, moves into double figures. Ashwant also looking relatively comfortable at the crease. Still hasn't found the boundary rope just yet. But he looks an organized player. Tall, lanky left-hander. Good balance at the crease. This time he goes downtown. And that will clear the long on with ease.
Ashwant Valtapa takes on Nasir Aziz. Look at that shot. Very clean. Right from the meat of the bat. Full swing. And it has gone the distance. So 6 more runs added to the total for future Mattress and Ashwant Valtapa.
Well, this next generation is absolutely fearless. What a shot to play against Nasir Aziz under pressure. Oh, leading edge. Well, you can't count out the old fox just yet. Too experienced. That was a better delivery.
Yes, just learning from his previous delivery and getting this one right, the length right, some turn on that ball as well. Nasir Aziz, he's given away 23 runs. Yes, but he's also taken 2 wickets. 1 more ball to go in the over.
Wasi Shah, 10 off 6. Oh, down the leg side. Not easy for a makeshift wicketkeeper, but Usman doing a better job in the second game of the night. And that future Mattress dugout looks pretty relaxed. It's slightly chilly. They need some jackets out there. They're feeling the nip. Oh, leading edge once again, squeezed away to point. Chance for a run out. Oh, needed a clean collection from Usman.
Yes, that should have been collected cleanly. Not to be a single to end the over. 3 overs, 34 for 2.
Well, Rohan Mustafa is in good spirits, having an animated conversation with Matiullah Khan. And it's Saif Janjua, who's slightly nervous, pacing in the dugout. 52 needed of 7 overs. Surely should be a walk in the park. But you never know. Funnier things can happen. Nilansh, he'll bowl out as well. Now the field can be spread. Park. But you never know. Funnier things can happen. Nilansh, he'll bowl out as well. Now the field can be spread.
Continues to bat the way he is. He's looking like an exceptional player.
Oh, bottom edge on that sweep. Will be cleaned up by fine leg. Well, I know for a fact that his name is doing the rounds for selection for the UAE national team. Former under-19 product, of course, Wasi. And he's just the kind of player you want in that middle order. Solid technique, brilliant fielder, and an aggressive batter. He can play at that 140, 150 strike rate. We need that kind of a player in the middle order for the UAE. Can he be the man? I think he most certainly is one of the hottest candidates.
Hit straight to the fielder at mid-off. Will have to hurry comfortably home in the end, but you can't afford to lose a wicket right now. They've already lost 2. They want to make sure that they get those runs without any more damage. 46 more needed of 39 deliveries.
31-run partnership developing here in pretty good time as well. Steps away and launches it over extra. That is the shot of the night from me. And it's from the crackerjack, Syed Haider Wasisha. Absolutely glorious.
Inside out, beautifully played. Nilansh Keswani just decides to give some air, but that length, not the right length to be bowling to somebody like Syed Haider Wasisha. What a glorious shot. Absolutely amazing. Everything right. Picture perfect. 6 runs.
And was he aiming for the team owner, Mr. Adil Mirza over there? Sending a statement. Once again, attempted sweep shot, not quite coming off. It doesn't feel like a natural shot to him, Shoaib.
Right. Just a little uncomfortable, a little late on the sweep. Not getting it right from the middle of the bat. But he'll still get a single, and that'll bring Ashwant Waltaba on strike. 47 for the loss of 2 wickets. Nilansh Keswani, he's definitely thinking what needs to be done next.
Dragged onto the leg side. There is protection out there, so a fruitless spell for Nilansh Keswani on the night. 48 for 2. Well, still plenty of batting to come for future Mattress. Mohammad Ikram Johra, Umair Ali Khan. Mohammad Azhar can certainly tonk the ball, as can Mohammad Uzair Khan. So they should be in the driver's seat here. But funnier things have happened at the fan code DCC X10. You absolutely never know. Will be interesting to see who Kunain Abbas introduces into the attack now. Nasir Aziz and Nilansh have bowled out. And he's turning to his medium fast bowler, Ehsan Shehzad. Usually takes the new ball. Let's see if he can produce something here. We've seen there's a hint of variable bounce. He'll need to mix it up here. Has one wicket in the tournament already. So they need a good spell from him. Just try to build that dot ball pressure, if nothing else. Ashwant on strike. And just works it into the gaps. Smart, composed, mature batting from the young lefty.
Yes, he knows that he's got a very able partner in Syed Haider Wasisha. So Ashwant Waltaba just taking his time, making sure that he gives maximum strike to Syed Haider so that he does the damage, because he is playing at a different level altogether. The kind of shots that we've seen so far from Syed Haider have been nothing short of being marvelous.
Absolutely. Hitting the bat hard, squeezed away to point. And they'll take an easy one to bring up the 50 for future Mattress. Even though they lost 2 early wickets, it's been in pretty good time.
Oh yes, absolutely. I think, and the credit has to go to Syed Haider, striking at 200. Ashwant Waltaba striking at 150. So when you've got 2 players, the left-hand, right-hand combination working in the favour of future Mattress.
Yeah, they're really sailing along after that shock defeat to Kalara Chocolates. Slower delivery, nicely read. And being such a tall lad, that bounce is not going to bother him at all.
Happy to take singles again. In fact, they've taken 2 runs. That's good running between the wickets.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Young legs, hungry for runs. And that's the tone set by the captain himself, Rohan Mustafa. He will never leave an extra run between the 22 yards. And that mentality is being applied on the youngsters as well. .34 needed off 33. Oh, that's a good bouncer. Pacey delivery from Ehsan Shehzad.
1 for the over signalled by the umpire Sunij.
Yeah, really banged that in very short to get that lift off the surface. Slightly slower. It's seen some wear and tear. Of course, 3 T10 matches back to back on the same surface. It will eventually slow up. This time he was ready for it and just whipped it away to deep square for 1. Are they going to push for 2? Oh, yes, they will. You know they will.
Again, some good running between the wickets, and that is what you expect when you've got two young guns batting out there in the middle. 54 for the loss of 2 wickets, 32 needed, almost a runner ball, and it's getting easier with every passing over. 45 runs partnership of just 25 deliveries.
Superb batting. Just trying to force that one. Not quite out of the middle. And at the halfway stage, future Mattress sitting pretty on 54 for 2. And now we'll hand it over to Abdur Rahman Tariq and Kes Farooq to take you through to the conclusion of this game.
Ahmed Shah coming into bowl. And what a welcome into the com box. Oh! It was Nilaj Keswani. No, Shaurya Singh, beg your pardon. Kes Farooq looks a bit disappointed. Shaurya Singh had a good opportunity to get into those highlight reels. That's Haider Wasi Shah living dangerously but scoring runs quickly. 26 of 13.
Well, he's backing himself to score boundaries and tend to get the runs for his side. So it's only fair that fortune favors the brave.
Cut hard. Just a single Nilanj Keswani at cover. Ashwant Waltappa. Looks like Chris Gale from far. Bats like him as well. Long levers. Ahmed Shah. Good tournament so far for him. The last game, he was used as a first change bowler. I think that was the mistake they made. He's good with that older ball. Almost had a wicket.
Yeah, he's got a he's had a good few games. But Ashwant has looked good, looked powerful. And that's another very, very well played shot towards deep mid wicket. Well fielded by Nilanj. And he's kept them to a single. Very well done.
Well, he's a blockbuster lad, Nilanj Keswani. Has a couple of celebrations up his sleeve as well when he takes a wicket. Been wicketless so far. But some good fielding. Keeping it to 1. Short and wide and called so by the umpire. 1 run added to the total.
Oh, Wasi was winding up for that one. He changed his mind at the last instance, which is something we haven't seen some of the experienced players do, by the way. He pulled out. Just have a look at how he's pulled out. And he knew that he could not fetch it and pull it towards mid-wicket. That's very good thinking.
Yeah, that's the new Wasi 2.0. The old one would have slashed and slashed hard. Slower delivery. And again keeping his shape. Haider Wasi Shah. Playing it to Sagar Kalyan. Both Haider Wasi Shah and Ronak Panoli. Well, we're seeing a more mature version of these players. You and I have both followed them in the UAE domestic circuit. They've played a lot of cricket all the way from the under 16s and under 19s to senior level. And this is good to see here at the fan code DCC X10 with unearthing some diamonds in the rough. A wide given again.
You know what's also wonderful to see, Abdul, is that in the top 5 or 6 run getters, we have the majority of them are all our under 19 and our 20-year-olds, which is a very impressive stat.
Yeah, absolutely. The top run scorer, Sagar Kalyan, currently at number 1, and then Ronak Panoli at 2. Wajid Khan missed the first game, but he's broken into the top 3. Dhruv Parashar and Haider Wasi Shah making up the 5. Guided down to third man, Ashwant Valtappa getting an opportunity with the bat and is making it count. He's catching up with Wasi.
Well, Ashwant seems to have grown leaps and bounds over the last 2 years. I last saw him a couple of years back, 3 years back probably, when he was playing under 19 state cricket. But he seems to look a lot more aggressive now, a lot more polished.
Well, again, you have to commend the Future Mattress side and their leadership, Umair Ali and Rohan Mustafa and Mr. Adil Mirza for sure, giving opportunities to these youngsters. Ashwin Valtappa playing for Future Mattress this season and looking like a devastating batsman that he is.
And he plays that towards deep long off, runs through for a single, and there's an overthrow. Very poor fielding. Ahmad Shah, what have you done here?
Well, I think the shoulders are dropping now. They know the writing is on the wall. Should have been an easy single. In the end, the bowler just not collecting it. And right through the gateway of India. 2 runs to finish the over. Future Mattress 67 for 2 at 6. Good delivery, Riaz Khalik coming in to bowl. Clearly a fan favorite, Riaz Khalik, aka Kaku.
I think it's the Future Mattress team that's cheering for him, Abdul. So you can understand how big a fan favorite this boy is.
Yeah, a bit of banter as well going down the track. A no-look hit. Is it going to be caught? Fielder settling under it. Nasir Aziz, the Don, takes the catch. And the dugout of Future Mattress is celebrating. What's going on here?
I think they're just having a little bit of fun. They know the game is done and dusted with 19 required of 22 balls. But it's good to see Riaz amongst the wickets finally. He's a very smart bowler. And let's have a look at that again. A flighted delivery. Wasi's got the elevation but did not connect it. And Nasir Aziz has taken a very good catch. Wasi walks back to the pavilion with 28 of 17 deliveries, and Future Mattress are 67 for 3.
Riaz Khalik strikes. Was he brought in a bit too late? Oh, hit the umpire. Sunij says not out. And Riaz Khalik cannot believe it. Well, Kes Farouk, what do you think? Very good decision. Very good decision by the umpire. Because that was drifting down leg side. I think Asif Hayat got a bit of bat on it as well. He was sticking his bat up in the air. Oh, down the leg side, given as wide. 18 needed. Future Mattress should not take this lightly though. 6-7 runs in the last over and all hell could break loose.
Yeah, you need maybe a couple of wickets to fall in the next 6 or 8 balls and it could be game on. 18 required of 21 balls and Kaku's bowled a brilliant over.
Oh, Usman Khan lets it go through his legs and it will race away to the boundary. Riaz Khalik has not deserved that. He's bowled well. They've conceded 4 runs. Unnecessary 4 runs here. A dot ball would have made things very interesting.
And Usman Khan, we know he's a makeshift wicket keeper and come on, Usman, you need to close your legs.
Well, Kes, you call him a makeshift wicket keeper, but he's actually kept for the Quetta Gladiators.
Well, I take it back then.
He is very much a first choice wicket keeper. This time on the pads, Asif Hayat cannot get bat on it. The only time he did get some bat on that ball was when that LBW appeal was on. 14 needed of 19. Can the 11 ace pull it back slightly, take it into the last over?
Oh, very, very well bowled. Again, he pushed that one through and he's bowled a brilliant over under the circumstances. Just conceded one of it. He's taken the wicket and Future Mattress is 72 for 3 at the end of 7.
An off spinner coming into bowl, Sagar Kalyan. Starts off well. In the air, Nilansh Keswani with the cleanup.
Well, a couple of dot balls here and the equation turning to a runner ball, less than a runner ball would make it very interesting for us. It's still anybody's game. They're still fighting hard. The batting side is obviously on top. And that's been hoiked towards mid-wicket by Asif Hayat. There's protection down there. And they run through for a single.
Well, singles would do it nicely. No need to rush anything for the Future Mattress. The 2 points on the board are more important. And as soon as we say that, Ashwant Valtappa charges down the track and it bursts through the hands of Sagar Kalyan.
They don't need to do anything silly at this point in time. 11 of 15, very gettable, 7 wickets in hand. And Asif Hayat has played that over extra cover. Nilansh cleans up. He's done well again. He's saved a boundary. They're going to run through for a double.
Again, good fielding in the deep. Sagar Kalyan, interesting angle of approach coming around the wicket to the right-hander. Well, if you're bowling like that, you should have that fielder towards extra cover rather than cover point.
Yes, because you're giving the batsman the opportunity to free his arms anyways. So the obvious target would be that extra cover boundary.
The umpire is just having a look. Just a check to see if that was a boundary. I think Nilansh has done really well. Yeah, kept it in. A couple of rolls. and picks the ball up. Good opportunity for Asif Hayat as well to get a bat. Ball is in the air this time. Evades the fielder. Riaz Khalik giving chase. And again they get two.
Well, this is easy for future Mattress. They can. It's an easy game for them to win. And Asif Hayat is getting a knock. He's had a little bit of difficulty batting, but he's starting to connect. He's starting to connect now.
Well, he's glad he didn't connect to that. 79 for 3 future Mattress in the end of 8 overs, needing 7 runs to win. Riaz Khalik will continue. And when he's bowling like that, I don't think you can take the ball out of his hand.
And Ashwant has played that towards the deep mid-wicket region. That's Shaurya Singh, and they've pinched 2 off him. Come on, that is very, very poor fielding.
And Asif Hayat's bat is still at the striker's end. That was very poor fielding indeed. Should never have been 2. And he went for the wrong end, went for the keeper's end. But Asif Hayat was running without a bat. Game awareness, even at this stage, you have to be aware of your surroundings and what's happening. Full toss from Riaz Khalik. That full toss not bringing the same result as some of the full tosses from the future Mattress bowlers.
Well, your name would have to be Rohan Khan to be able to get a positive result out of full tosses.
Or Mohammad Azhar. Both getting wickets off full tosses is unbelievable. And it was Usman Khan and Khalid Shah. Imagine if they had gotten going. Tossed up delivery, very well bowled by Riaz Khalik. He's been unlucky not to have more than 1 wicket in this game so far.
Well, 3 were required now of 9 balls, and Ashwant has played a fantastic inning. He's on 31 of 21 balls. Riaz Khalik is again bowling well, but he just doesn't have enough runs to defend.
Well, you shouldn't be too disheartened. A lot of cricket to come in this fan code DCC X10 Division 1. Goes for the leggy. Big appeal. That's not out, Riaz Khalik, because that ball has pitched outside leg stump. He would have probably gotten that out if we were playing somewhere in Al Quwain because of that appeal. But the rules state if it pitches outside leg stump, you're not getting that wicket.
Oh, Riaz Khalik, animated as always. He was begging the umpire to give that out.
And I'll tell you what, he's going to come out and he's going to tell you, Kes, that was plum. And he was very unlucky.
Well, that's Riaz Khalik for you. Never a dull moment when he's involved in the game.
Well, bowled that leggy. Again a leggy. This time, the umpire says, I haven't seen it. Fair enough. The umpire says, I have no clue what happened because I haven't seen it, because he was right in front of the umpire appealing. And that ball has pitched outside leg stump as well, I feel. Yes, just about outside leg stump.
Well, I could hear the future Mattress team appealing, pleading the umpire to give that out.
Even Usman Khan is asking the question. Well, somebody needs to take all these 11 ace bowlers into a room and put that rule book in front of them. If it pitches outside leg stump, it's not out.
And we've seen Riaz develop a new skill here. He's bowling Chinaman.
Well, let's see if he tries it against the right-hander. That wouldn't be a bad option because that way you can get the LBW in your favor. No, this time goes for the quicker delivery. Seam up and gets a single. I would have liked to see him bowl that same one. That's the end of the over. An eventful over to say the least. Future Mattress 85 for 3 at the end of 9 overs. Need one more run to win. The Future Matters dugout. It's a fun place to be. No doubt about it. All those characters on your screen. Umair Ali Khan, Rohan Mustafa. Big smile on their face. Ehsan comes in to bowl the last over. And it's an inside edge that goes towards the boundary. What a way to finish the innings. What a way to win the game for Future Mattress.
Well, a fantastic end to a very, very evenly contested game for the better part of the duration of the game itself. Very well played by Future Mattress. Their batting side delivered on the day. Some positives to take from 11 Ace. They've bowled very well. They batted very well after being in a troublesome position at 40 odd for 6. But nonetheless, Future Mattress are going to take this win. 2 on the trot now.
Yeah, absolutely. From 40 for 6, scoring 84. Was a good fight back from 11 Ace. And then they picked up the 2 wickets in the first over. And they thought they were in the game. But in the end, it was Ashwant Waltappa and Haider Wasi Shah that batted really well. And gave this batting of Future Matters some stability.
And look at that. They're still cheering for Kaku, for Riaz. He's such a fan favorite. He's a player favorite. But it's good to see it's good to see the sportsman spirit. These guys obviously play with each other a lot, so they know each other very well. And it's an end to a fantastic day of cricket. And joining me in the commentary box to close this off is Shoaib, as we have a look at the Future Mattress batting card.
Thank you, Kes. Yes, 89, it was always going to be easy for Future Mattress considering the strong batting lineup they have. Rohan scoring 7 of 3, Ashwant scoring 31 of 23, 28 of 17 for Haider Wasi Shah. He was again amongst the runs for Future Mattress, and they chased that total down after losing 3 wickets in 9.1 overs.
Look at the 11 Ace bowling card. Nasir Aziz, 2 for 25, a touch on the expensive side. Nilansh again went wicketless, no wicket for 23. Ehsan Shehzad went for 10 runs. And Ahmad Shah again wicketless. Riaz Khalik bowled a very, very impressive spell. 1 for 6 of his 2 overs.
Let's look at the highlights of the second innings. Future Mattress did definitely win the game by 7 wickets and some really good shots, but that was the revenge from Nasir Aziz. Back-to-back wickets in that first over itself brought them back in the game, but then there was a strong partnership, a very important one, between the 2 youngsters of Future Mattress, Syed Haider Wasi Shah and Ashwant Waltappa. Both of them scored runs at ease. That was a great shot from the bat of Syed Haider Wasi Shah. And once he was out, Ashwant Waltappa made sure that he carried on the mantle. That was the wicket of Syed Haider Wasi Shah. A good catch at long on. And after that, it was just easy. And they were already cruising. Future Mattress never runs on the board, and that is always a big challenge. 11 Ace batting first. Could only manage 85 for the loss of 7 wickets. Kunan Abbas, the captain, leading from the front, scoring 36 of 24 deliveries. Pick of the bowlers from Future Mattress were Mohammad 2 for 10 and Rohan getting 2 as well. Imran getting 1 wicket. In reply, Future Mattress could chase that total down with 5 balls to spare and 7 wickets in hand. Ashwant Waltapa scoring 31 and Syed Haider Wasisha scoring 28. Future Mattress winning the game by 7 wickets. So that is how it was. Future Mattress winning the game, and they've got that important 2 points on the table. Right now, we will just head down for the post-match presentation, where we've got Abdur Rahman Tariq with the player of the match.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the post-match presentation for game number 12 here for the fan code DCC X10. It was the 11 ace versus Future Mattress. It was a close encounter, but in the end, the Future Mattress winning by 7 wickets. There were some notable performances. Muhammad Azhar picking up 2 wickets, Rohan Mustafa picking up 2 wickets as well. But the man of the match for the second time in the day is Syed Haider Wasisha. A big smile on your face. Finally, we get to have a chat. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. Obviously, you know, it was like a dream for me to get the man of the match and for you to present it to me. Obviously, I feel very happy now. Thanks to Allah. You know, alhamdulillah, it all went to plan.
Well, talking about your gameplay, you've become more of a finisher rather than the top order batsman you used to be. What has the thinking been behind that?
It's just, as I said, you know, as I told Ahmed Khwaja as well, it's just, you know, I believe in myself, whether it's batting top order, as you saw in the Bukhatir League, one match I batted top order as well. So whether it's top order, wherever the team needs me, it's my duty to perform because, you know, at the end of the day, they're expecting a lot from me. So, yeah.
We're talking about expectations. There have been a lot of expectations around your batting, but we've seen your fielding has improved quite a bit as well. Working on it off season?
I mean, it comes naturally, as you said. I'm a wicketkeeper by trade, and obviously, you know, wicketkeepers are normally very good fielders. So yeah.
Well, good to see that mental clarity as well. And I know there's a certain someone, Mr. Taki Shah, watching. Any words for him?
Yeah. Obviously, I'm grateful for him. You know, he's been my biggest supporter throughout my career. And yeah, it's sad I can't bring him here, but obviously because of his health. But yeah, I'm sure he's watching at the home and he's having fun.
Well, I'm sure he's very proud, and so are we. Very well played, man. Well, that's it from the presentation party. Let's go down to the comm box.
Right, so that was Abdur Rahman Tariq with the player of the match, Syed Haider Wasisha. That is the match result for today. It was 7 districts taking on Future Mattress. Future Mattress won that game by 22 runs. Match number 11, Pacific Group taking on 11 Ace, and they won that game by 29 runs. And the last game of the evening was Future Mattress versus 11 Ace, where Future Mattress definitely aced over 11 Ace, winning the game by 7 wickets.
यार ये अंदर छोड़ो